the Earth, the ice caps. And these are satellite images. What is bizarre, amazing, is that what you are seeing is what appears to be something relative to the hollow earth theory. Now, I'm a skeptic like the rest of them, but when you see the facts and you look at the images as they appear, something is happening, something is going on. This is not photoshopped. This is something that actually comes from the government website. In fact, you can go there right now. The HTTP is on the screen, and you can look at it for yourself. It hasn't been edited. They haven't changed it. They haven't compiled anything else. It's such an obscure website that they don't figure anybody's going to go on there and look at the same video I'm showing you here. But if you take a look at what's happening, I want to draw your attention at the beginning, right here. What we're interested in is this northern ice cap, the North Pole, a circular disk, almost like an accretion disk. Now, if you look at the patterns of the actual movement of the surface, which is the ice, and that's what you're looking at here at the beginning of this film. The ice movement itself is not what's particularly interesting, but as it melts and moves around and it shifts position, you can see it going into this, and that's the white section, the white section in the middle, right by this circular sphere-like object, black object, is this movement of ice floating about. But what's more interesting is if you see the more rapid moving, swirling, kind of ghostly figures that are moving all around the whole globe, those are clouds. Now, what I want to draw your attention is to those clouds, because notice their pattern, their movement as they approach this disk, this black disk in the center. They disappear. Now, the clouds themselves, it's not like they're getting sucked into this thing. It's like they're just going over this thing, this circular, almost like some kind of a singularity, and passing by and then reappearing out of nowhere. The Hollow Earth theory would definitely explain a lot of this, except in the fact that the clouds are not going anywhere, neither is the ice. What I see happening is we just lose sight of the clouds. We just lose sight of the ice. Where's it going? Why is it reappearing instantly as if it's never moved at all? It hasn't even gone anywhere. It's just orbiting the Earth. It's just going around the Earth. It's not. Here's what I think's happening. This indeed is a singularity, a black hole at the top of the North Pole. Again, incredible as it may be, and far-fetched as you may think of it, look at the pattern that is happening. It appears as though the light itself is not coming out. Once the cloud passes the singularity, the point of no return, which is just the horizon of this event horizon of this black hole at the top of this of the Earth, just as it passes, we no longer see that cloud. Why not? Well, we know that all light cannot exit anywhere from a black hole. So if sun is coming in, reflecting on those clouds and bouncing back to the satellites, if it does that while the black hole is on underneath the cloud, we're not going to be able to see that cloud anymore. It's going to, in effect, disappear as it has. But the important thing here to notice, the interesting thing is, why aren't the clouds also like the light getting sucked in? I have a theory about that. The only thing possible. Look at the actual edge of that disk. It's rotating. It's a sphere that is actually rotating at an incredible rate, just like a black hole would. A black hole is not just a flat surface, a disk. It's actually a sphere. And so if you look at it, it's a sphere rotating, and you look at the edges, and they are actually in motion. Look at the video again. I'm going to put the video again. Look at the video closely, and you will see that the edges are constantly rotating. Why is nothing else getting sucked in except for the light? It has to be a manipulation of some sort, some kind of advanced technology that has allowed this singularity, this black hole to exist, and yet be harnessed, somehow be manipulated so that it is not affecting anything outside of its grasp. What is it being used for? What is it? What's the process happening here? Either government or alien, we don't know, but something is happening to keep this thing at bay. Probably a source of energy, or even a wormhole into another dimension, or another point in space where alien beings might be traveling in and out of this planet. Maybe even in contact with our own government and other governments of the world. I'm going to show another clip here. If you know, again, I'm as skeptic as the other guy, but if you look here, I'm going to show a blackout segment, completely different place, completely different source from Google Maps. And in this, you see a blacked out section where there's absolutely no snow, no whiteness left. This is a government facility, a secret government facility. The thing is massive, and it's been blacked out. Now, what I propose is that in the North Pole, in this region of Greenland, we're talking about a major facility that is either harnessing this energy or some kind of an intergalactic exchange program where people are coming in and out of this. Many theories going on about this, but you have to say whether that's wrong, whether that's right, whether this thing is a black hole, which it looks like a black hole, or it's not. Something is there. Either a hole into the center of the Earth, either a black hole, or something is preventing that light from escaping out of this perfectly round disk that is spinning in the top of the world at the North Pole. Why do airplanes that fly over there all of a sudden have their needles point downward instead of flipping out? Why does this happen? Why do people that navigate these areas, why do the explorers even that went up tell such a tale of the North Pole? It's because something is amiss here.